Something I wish I thought more about as a resident, when you become an attending, all your problems don't get solved. They're still there. There are some that you've perhaps been ignoring for the past 8 years, 10 years, 40 years if you're a neurosurgeon, whatever, and they're still there. Financially is one of them, right? Like, you make more money, but now you need to put your money at things that you have to pay for now, right? Like, my family's probably going to meet our deductible for healthcare expenses because now we see a primary care and I'm seeing a dentist and everyone's in therapy. Everyone in emergency medicine should probably be in therapy, but that's a separate point. There's credit cards that spend 0% APR, and that 0% is ending at some point, and I need to acknowledge those now. Granted, I have a big shovel to scoop myself out of financial duress, as it were, but I wish I still didn't think so much about how, like, guacamole and raspberries cost, right? Like, I take my kids and my wife, or the four of us, we go get nothing fancy, like Chinese takeout, and I still think about that, like, $3 that, like, a Diet Coke is going to be. And I think it's because that sense of financial insecurity is so ingrained in me. It was my entire 20s, right? There was college and there was grad school, and my wife and I would babysit or walk dogs or, like, split $5.50 Chinese takeout from the place in East Harlem near where we used to live. We would get money from WIC when I was a medical student, when my first was an itty bitty baby, and how can we fully maximize, like, the juice from concentrate that we would get that we didn't really like, but it was free and we would use it. How can I maximize the frugality of the grocery bill from Aldi as opposed to going to Wegmans, even though we can afford Wegmans now? Trying to constantly optimize everything is how I got this far in the first place, and it's hard to let go from that. Like, my 10-15 minute commute to the hospital now, do I really need to listen to podcasts to be up to date on literature every time? No. I can jam out to Adele or Dear Evan Hansen like every other former theater nerd kid, right? And I originally thought when I would get to this point, it would be like, all right, like, keep the grind going, publish stuff, do all these things, but slowly starting to let go, I think, is the right move for me. But I'm not good at practicing that muscle of letting go and relaxing. I don't think any of us are in healthcare, because that's not how we got here. Anyway, have a good shift.